Hey guys, welcome back. It's Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And Geeky was busy this weekend, so I didn't go near this one. I wanted to wait until she could weigh in on this, being a woman and a redhead.
And a fan of Black Widow.
And a fan of Black Widow. So we're going to talk about the Black Widow movie, which is it the first Phase 4 movie, I think? And we were actually pretty excited. We're like, Black Widow got treated very, very poorly in Endgame. And we're like, okay, good, they're going to give her her own movie.
Yeah.
And then the more we find out about the people behind the movie, we're like, shoot.
Yeah, well, I love this. I'm not interested in loud Sour Grape's voices. Well, you know who will be? Marvel and Disney, when you don't make money.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the reasons why this movie might not make as much money as people are hoping. And it's already started. I mean, we're like, almost a year away from this movie dropping. And we've already got the politics and the personal opinions kind of poisoning the well. So before we get into the video, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants here on CLOWNFISH TV. We really appreciate your support.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm just going by the sour. I'm just tired how if anybody has criticisms, even if they're valid criticisms, it's just sour grapes. They're just misogynistic man babies. It's just, maybe your vision isn't that good.
Well,
possibly, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you should stop changing everything. Maybe no one cares about your personal beliefs or all that. They just want a good movie, But, of course, the media is going to make it all about her personal beliefs and not... she's a woman. If it was a man, they wouldn't care. They'd be like, screw your personal beliefs, you're a man. But because it's a woman, it's all about personal beliefs.
It's all about your beliefs because...
I personally believe these movies have been sucking, but,
Well, hopefully this one doesn't, but I don't have a lot of hope based on what I've been able to dig up. So, Jac Schaeffer, I'd never heard of her before. We're like,
there's a reason.
There's a reason for this. We're like, who is Jac Schaeffer? I actually thought it was a dude. My apologies. I thought it was a dude.
Why would you think they would put a dude on Black Widow? Of course they wouldn't.
I don't know.
Of course they wouldn't.
So I'm assuming it's short for Jacqueline Schaeffer or something. But anyway, she has very few credits. And the credits she has aren't spectacular. She was the co-writer on Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that
I had to get her in the door somehow.
Right, and she did her own... movie Timer, which was an indie film like 10 years ago.
And that's the other thing she directed? Everything else she just wrote?
Well, no, yeah. She wrote Olaf's Frozen Adventure, which is a short. And she wrote The Hustle, which just came out not too long ago. And, oh God, it is a remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, which in itself is a remake of Bedtime Story. It got 14% in reviews and 48% audience score.
Wow.
She wrote this. So she is in charge not just of the Black Widow movie, but the WandaVision TV series.
Writing them both.
Which I was actually pretty excited about. I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna get Vision, the Scarlet Witch, and they're throwing Monica Rambeau in there. And now I have to kind of pause and be like, oh God, this could be a train wreck.
Well, she co-wrote Captain Marvel, and that was the most movie in the MCU.
The most meh. Captain
it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good.
The other actors saved it. I mean, we gave a review. We said it was okay, but...
Well, to be fair, I think the Thor 2 was worse.
Oh, Dark World, yeah. Dark World was just boring.
Dark World, I think, was
So
worse.
let's bring Natalie Portman back and make her Thor. That's great, because she really dragged the other two down,
So, yeah.
So she's out there and the media is making a big deal about, she had one interview and freaking, you pointed this out, CBR made like 4 or 5 articles taking each one of her quotes and turning them into a different clickbait article. They did the same
thing with She-Ra. 8 articles since August 1st. 8 on She-Ra because they did one interview.
So I think Black Widow is going to be the new Captain Marvel, which is unfortunate because like all the old... She should have
been the one that got a movie before Captain Marvel.
No, yeah, she should have been the one to have gotten a movie before Captain Marvel. And 2, like, everybody loves Natasha. Everybody loved Black Widow in the MCU. And, if she's treated poorly, if this movie is done badly, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people because we're like, well, at least, they ruined Thor. They turned Thor into a fat ass, lazy ass. And
well, no, he had depression, so
okay, whatever.
That's
he let himself go, and they either killed or ruined the other core characters. We're like, well, at least we can go back in time and have a prequel with Black Widow as herself and pretend that all this Phase 4 nuttiness.
Her kick-ass assassin self.
Just her kick-ass assassin self. No,
you know?
we can't. This is probably not going to be the movie that the fans were hoping for. I don't know.
I'm betting it's not going to be the movie fans are hoping for. So go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, they're already preemptively attacking the fans. They're going out the comic book resources, and she's already making her personal opinions known. The one that really threw me, they're talking about how she's not afraid to abandon canon.
Oh, like this is a new thing with these people.
Yeah,
I mean, like, oh, look, she's invented abandoning canon, even though they've been doing this shit for several years, which is why everything's tanking. But whatever, keep doing that.
Yeah, so we don't know what kind of origin she's actually going to get, and
well, one that doesn't involve guns.
Well, that was the next thing. That was the one that really jumped out at me. It was like, okay, so they're talking about things she doesn't want to do. She's not afraid to abandon.
You're a scribe. You only wrote a couple things. I'm a scribe.
I'm a scribe.
I'm a scribe too, then, because I've written some stuff too.
So she's, talking about how she's not afraid to make
when people react with hate, it saddens me. Welcome to reality. And at your age, you should be used to it. Because you know what? You're not one of those, participation trophy people. You're 40-something. You can suck it up like a big person.
Put your big girl pants on, right?
Yeah.
This is what concerned me. She says she has an alternative. She has alternative hopes for Marvel movies.
Alternative hopes. Oh,
alternative
God.
hopes.
But there's no agenda, guys. There's no agenda at all. Whenever you point the stuff out, well, there's no agenda. Marvel said they're going very diverse in the upcoming what do they call those phases.
Phase 4.
But there's no agenda. They're hiring this person who's going on about how she's not afraid to do it her way and her own personal beliefs and not go with canon. But there's no agenda.
So she says she'd like to see alternatives to violence in superhero movies. She said, maybe I would qualify that by saying alternatives to glamorizing guns and weaponry. That's one of the reasons I loved Captain Marvel, because I wrote it. It's about inner power and the destruction.
She was a giant gun.
The destruction is not at the expense of human life. So
she was a giant gun. That's what she was. She's a big fireball blasting gun.
So
that's I can't even. Go ahead.
So she wants to do a Black Widow movie. Black Widow is an assassin, but she doesn't want to glamorize violence and she doesn't want to use guns. And she does, but
Black Widow's an assassin who uses a gun in the Marvel movies a lot.
Yeah, and we're not afraid to abandon comics canon. So I think she's going to do a lot of hand-to-hand combat against the nasty men with the guns.
But then she uses them later. How are they going to explain that?
I don't know.
Are they going to go back and retroactively take out all guns from her hand from all the movies?
Disney would do that. I've got a funny story.
Yeah, I knew you did. That's why I brought it there.
Okay. I have a funny story. Disney likes to whitewash its past, and we're not going to even go down the road of Song of the South. But when I worked on Disney Comics, one of my gigs on Disney Comics was to go back into old Mickey Mouse comics.
Mickey Mouse used to be badass.
Mickey Mouse used to be badass, but to go back into older Mickey Mouse comics and take all the guns and cigarettes out of the comics. I am not kidding you. They actually had me go back and hide guns.
You had to redraw things.
I had to redraw his hands without guns. I had to put his hands behind his back because we couldn't have him pointing a gun at anyone because Mickey's a good guy and he doesn't use guns. And good guys don't use guns because guns are bad, okay? So we did that with Mickey Mouse. We took cigarettes. I redrew some panels where characters were smoking cigars and cigarettes, and we had to redraw their mouths without. So then they just look ridiculous. You know, they just look like their lips are all pouty for no reason, but that's what they did. So yeah, you're joking, but you know what? I'm
not joking. I was not joking partially because I know that they would do it. That's why I went there.
Yeah. So in 50 years, they'll go back and they'll take all the guns away from all the good
I don't think it'll take 50 years, but yeah.
It won't take 50 years.
Because, next month. I mean, I'm not even going to go to the whole gun debate argument. And all that. We have our opinions on it. And we'll get accused of our opinions being one thing when in fact our opinions are actually something else. But, we're not going to talk. It doesn't matter what our opinions are on it. The thing is, it's characters used guns in the past. She's an assassin from a different country and she kills people.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. She kills people. There's no way to... So they're probably gonna... I'm thinking the way she's gonna...
You can't take violence out of it.
Well, abandoning Marvel Comics canon, so I have to wonder if they're gonna, like... Yeah, she's got a lot of red in her ledger. I wonder if that ledger is going to be more pink and pastel now because we're going to erase some of the naughtiness.
What's she going to use?
I don't know. She's just going to slap men around, I think.
I don't know what she's...
She's gonna use her fists.
She can't use guns because, you know, she doesn't have the power to be her own gun like Captain Marvel. So, what's she gonna do?
She's gonna kick people in the face who deserve it. Only the people who deserve it. She'll kick
only
them in
men.
the face. And only men. So I'm thinking, all right, this is where this is gonna go. We're gonna have the male. They're gonna brainwash her. And if she does anything bad, it's because the men made her do it.
Well, they have to control with some kind of threat.
Yeah.
Like, but that would be violence.
So, you know, and she's probably not gonna. I thought it was gonna be R-rated because I'm like, she's not gonna sleep around because that'd be slut shaming.
No, she didn't say it. She said, but she's not gonna use. But she's gonna go with her personal beliefs, and she doesn't like guns.
You know what
So let's put that person in charge of Black Widow.
I know, right?
That makes so much sense.
That makes so much sense.
If she has a personal issue with this. Here's an idea. Instead of projecting your personal issues and beliefs to everybody else, why don't they put her in charge of something else? Like WandaVision would make sense because they're not using guns.
No,
so WandaVision makes sense because she's also doing that too, by the way. So that would make sense. But Black Widow, they're putting her on the writer on Black Widow, and she doesn't like guns. On Black Widow.
Yeah, I know. And she said that there's quite a bit of praise for close-up combat. Now, this is coming from Bounding in the Comics, which took multiple articles and sort of put them into one easy-to-follow article here. But the fighting is a lot of close contact because we don't want guns. Hand-to-hand combat.
Well, I agree they should have hand-to-hand combat, but because she doesn't have powers. However, you can't retcon this.
Yeah, so there's a lot of aggression and power in a very human. So she likes aggression.
In a
human way that I find really satisfying and exciting to watch.
Because she likes it. So basically, we can sum this all up by it's her way of doing it because that's her beliefs, and they're going to put her in charge of Black Widow. Because, don't you know, we can't have people actually write things that, you know, are different than themselves anymore. Because that's bad, apparently. So you only could write your own personal beliefs into every character and retcon them all to be what you want them to be. So like the comics.
Pretty much. I mean, this is what's going to happen. This is what people don't understand.
I'm so mad. Black Widow was my favorite.
MCU Phase 4 is basically going down the same path that the Marvel Comics went down. Now, they couldn't really change course because they had the Endgame planned, you know, for Infinity War, and that's what they were building toward with the first 3 phases. But now they're going to bring the same sensibilities.
Oh, it gets better.
That helped Marvel Comics succeed, or does that fail? I get those mixed up all the time.
Oh, it gets better though.
Okay.
Wait, there's more. She contributed to Captain Marvel. And she'll be running the upcoming WandaVision series on Disney Plus added. I wasn't a huge superhero movie fan before starting to work at Marvel. But now that I'm doing it, there's so much opportunity to make a big positive statements.
Okay.
Now that I'm here, I can redo everything in my image. Because I have so many credits and I'm so valuable to the world that I can just redo everything that's been done for years because I'm me.
Her only major motion picture credit so far has been The Hustle. 14%.
I'm sorry, no, that's not true. She collaborated. Basically, I put her on Captain Marvel to get her some credit before I threw her on this. Because what they did.
Because people are going to be like, literally who? But now they're like...
Well, she collaborated on Captain Marvel. I wouldn't use that as a selling point.
So, Black Widow, which is the only MCU movie Phase 4 that I really had any hope for that wasn't going to be completely ruined with political statements, the writer-director is coming right out and saying that it's going to be a big positive statement.
Yeah, especially something like Captain Marvel and Black Widow to have these female-centered stories. I just can't not be involved in that.
Yes, you could.
Says the writer.
You could. You could not be involved in that. You can go back to making more movies like The Hustle. Remake of a remake that bombed. You know?
No, I gotta put my own personal rents all over this. I mean, I'm a woman, and I really like powerful female stories. Wonder Woman, Alita, both really good examples of really well done stories. Not a lot of gun violence in Wonder Woman. She's her own weapon again, and everything else combat and everything else. Just like it hasn't been invented by this woman, even though she's gonna spin it that it has. And they were good films about strong female characters, but they were strong characters because they're strong characters, not because they're women. This person's already starting out. I'm going to make them strong because they're women. I can, I'll put my own personal rinse on it because I'm a woman.
Well, just wait. She wants to change the world through her film projects.
To positive representation. Oh my God. Make it stop.
I choose to be a part of projects that are about positive representation. We need to see women. We need to see people of color. We need to see nuanced
There's no agenda, guys.
No agenda.
That's bullshit. They're just making that up. There's no agenda here. She's telling you the agenda.
We need to see different perspectives on screen. I choose to work with people who are interested in changing perspectives for the better and putting a world on screen that is something we can all aspire to.
So it's going to fail.
And have conversations about and moving in a direction that will create a world I hope will be better for my children. So this is not going to be Black Widow kicking the shit out of people like fans wanted.
No, it's a positive, more gentle woman, Black Widow, who doesn't use anything but her fists and her wits because she's just so great. And lots of diversity because we need diversity. I have no problem, absolutely no problem with people of color being in movies and more diversity and more LGBTQ representations. I have no problem with that at all. None. What I have a fucking problem with is that they're not making movies to be good movies anymore. They're making movies to be their personal vision and agenda. And that's what I have a problem with. You know what, lady? How about you make a damn good movie that's a good movie because it's a good movie that happens to have a female lead? You've already tried that with 2 women, and look what that did.
This is... God, literally, these are the only credits she has, and they put her in charge of WandaVision, and they put her in charge of writing Black Widow.
Right. I'm just like, I'm so pissed.
She had like
because
2
it's
other credits.
And you're like, okay, well, you know, I was all about giving Black Widow a chance. Whether women write or not, I don't care. I'm for women writers, I'm for women directors, I'm for that. I think that, because like Patty Jenkins shows that it can be done, it can be done fantastic, and they can kick ass and kick, you know, I'm for it, 100%. What I'm not for is this leading off with, I'm going to make it about my beliefs. Me. And you're clearly in agendas. You're clearly putting agenda and yourself over good characters and good writing. And that's what you're doing. And that's what I'm so effing sick of. You make good movies and people will come. Stop making movies about yourself. Stop making it all about you and make good movies. That's what Patty Jenkins did. Made a good movie. Made it about the character. Did it as a strong female, but it wasn't all about her agenda and her personal beliefs and all this. She just made a damn good movie and let it speak for itself.
Yeah, I would have loved to see Patty Jenkins come on board.
Oh, I'm mad. Now they're gonna ruin Black Widow. I'm so pissed. You already killed her once. I need to kill her twice.
We're gonna kill her twice. Like, Natasha should have just stayed dead. Maybe, because I was like, maybe ScarJo's like, I'm getting out while I can. Because ScarJo is always at the center of the PC controversies around
she doesn't want to be.
She doesn't want to be. They're
She's like, I'm an actress. I want to do a good job telling good stories.
And they're like, no, you're not Asian. No, you're not trans. No,
this
not
writer isn't
blonde.
an assassin. So why the hell is she writing it? She doesn't have superpowers. Why the hell is she writing it? You need to go find an assassin to write Black Widow. You need to go find somebody with telekinetic and massive superpowers and an android to go write WandaVision, because otherwise you're not qualified.
How dare she write Monica Rambeau?
How dare she?
How dare she?
I'm just like, I think we need more representation. I 100% agree with that. I have zero problem with more people of color on the screen, with more, LGBTQ representation within, I'm saying within reason. What I'm meaning is where it's realistic and it's just done well, and not just because you're trying to shove an agenda. I mean, you do good. Give me good characters that are these that are representing these people because they're good characters, not because you're trying to get representation in there. Just make good characters, make good movies. People won't care. They didn't used to care.
No. People just wanted to see Black Widow kicking all kinds of ass. That's literally all people wanted. That's all you have to give people is a movie about Black Widow kicking all kinds of ass.
And how she got to the Avengers.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
That's all you gotta do. That's all there is to it.
But no, we already need to get that story, because now she's gonna do it her way with her sensibilities. Because we need positivity in the world. Positivity according to this person. Anybody who disagrees are just sour grapes.
She kills people.
That's her job.
You know what would have been positive is if they'd paid more than 2 minutes to the fact that she died in Endgame, and then everybody just moved on like nothing happened.
But Tony got everything.
Tony got a funeral. Tony got a ticker tape parade. Tony got his mural painted on the side of buildings, and nobody gave a shit about Natasha,
Who kept everybody together.
Who kept everybody together, and who was leading the Avengers. When people, bailed or got snapped away. So like you said, she's going to be twice dead. Like, they already killed her off, and she didn't get her own unique death. She got Gamora's death. They basically redid her death, which is why I thought they'd bring her back, because I'm like, they can't kill the two women in the Avengers and the Guardians in the same way, can they? Oh yeah, they can. They can. They totally did. So maybe she can be redeemed in the movie now. No, this is going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. So whatever excitement we had, because, I'm thinking, okay, Thor 4 is going to be queer. Okay, we're bringing Natalie Portman back. Shit.
I just want to go on record. They both killed him the same way. They both had red hair.
Oh my God, the ginger conspiracy.
I'm just putting that out there.
The ginger conspiracy. It's true. They killed the 2 ginger women off. Yeah, they did.
In the same way.
In the same way. They couldn't even get unique. They couldn't even have unique deaths.
No, but that's okay. They're gonna take them all in a new direction now, because there are people that are speaking for everyone by writing this stuff, because they wanted to show positivity. Because when I think of assassins, my first thought is, how am I going to spin this in a non-violent, positive way?
Without guns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
obviously, that's the first thought I have. Actually, my first thought about all this is, I hope Disney's putting some money away, because they're going to lose a hell of a lot of money on
I
this
think
stuff.
Phase 4 is going to be...
When are they going to learn? When are they going to learn?
I don't know. I think Phase 4 is going to be a train wreck. I mean, so far, everything we're hearing between them, with bringing Natalie Portman back, which, again, don't even have a problem with a female Thor so much as Natalie Portman. She was good. She was wood.
She was terrible. And the title. I'm so offended by that title as a woman. You know what makes me mad about all this when you think about it? It's from people that are like the marginalized people are trying to bring in and represent. If they do it in a way they're changing it all and it doesn't do well in the box office, you're doing a disservice to those people. You know what I mean? You're doing this a service. Stop making it about gender. Say, I'm doing this line. They happen to have these characters in it, and I'm going to make the characters really, really good and the movie really, really good. It's about the movie, and stop pushing the agenda. They just said, hey, I'm doing this. I worked on Captain Marvel, and I'm doing WandaVision. I'm really excited to do Marvel superhero stuff, and we're going to try to do the best we can with it, and show, not tell, and not make it about yourself. There wouldn't be all this quote-unquote sour grapes. The sour grapes are in response to your bullshit. Sorry, but that's the truth. It's like, stop. You want to be a good writer and show everybody you're a good writer. Don't start with, I'm a good writer and I'm a woman and I have sensibilities. I want to do positivity. So if you mock me, you're just the problem because you don't like positivity. No, I don't like agenda-driven drivel. I'd rather have good movies that happen to have really diverse characters. I would love that, actually.
Yeah,
please, that would be great.
Let's do that. Let's do that. I think Hollywood's going to have to take a few lumps before they learn that people just want good movies. They, I mean, you seem to think the entire country is racist, sexist, whatever, and they're not. People just want good characters.
Just when you're putting agenda before a movie, you're making shitty movies. That's the truth of it. They're not good.
You're also making excuses. Because if the movie fails, then you just point to the audience and be like, well, it's not because the movie sucked.
It's not because I'm not good at this.
Because all these sour grapes.
Because you're not good at this, even though my last movie got shit reviews. But it's not me. It's all you. Because I'm about positivity. And you're just negative. No, I'm just tired of being told I'm negative for wanting things that are good and don't suck. I'm tired of people coming in and changing everything for no reason at all. If you want to make those movies, get somebody to pick you up to make those movies. The movies you want to make, go make those movies. Stop changing everything else to be your thing when they're not. I'm so tired of reappropriating characters into being what they want. Go make your own damn movies. Stop piggybacking off of notable names, because if you make your own movies, they're not going to do well. You know it. Hollywood knows it. So they're trying to piggyback everybody else to push what they want. And it's absolute garbage.
So I just want to see here. I saw a link here real quick. I want to go down. Somebody said that she was somebody rewrote the script. They rewrote her script. Marvel and Scarlett Johansson tapped Ned Benson to rewrite the Black Widow movie, but that was back in February, and now she's out there doing the press tour. So I think there's some trouble. Some trouble behind the scenes, and
this is not going to go well. If it goes the way she's saying it's going to go, it's not going to be Black Widow at all. It's going to be this woman's personal OC masquerading as Black Widow. Just like we have She-Ra and all this other stuff. It's not, you want to bring things back with respect. Stop changing it all just to get what you want in there and making it all about you. Because it's not about you at the end of the day. It's about what the people are going to pay to see. Just saying, it's not sour grapes, it's reality.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up there, and I don't know. Whatever hope I had for the Black Widow movie is definitely
one of the ones I was actually gonna go see.
Declined.
And now I'm like, well, I'm probably not gonna go see this one.
So, anything else you want to add?
No, I'm so upset. She's my favorite, and they shorted her in the last movie, and now they're gonna ruin her own movie, which she should have had before Captain Marvel.
She should.
I want to go on record as to say it's absolutely just criminal that they didn't have a movie for her until after Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I know, and I can't believe ScarJo would come back. I'd be like, screw you
Especially
guys.
after all the crap they keep giving her for
Yeah.
stupid things that's not even what she's saying, and they know it. They're deliberately blowing out of proportion and taking it out of context. And I'm sure we're going to hear all kinds of things about how, you know, we're for gun violence and other stuff. We're not, just because we're like, that's a stupid choice to make on a Black Widow film. I mean, I can see it on WandaVision. It'll work great for WandaVision. It will not work for a film like this. But no, we'll be pro-gun now because we said that.
Yeah,
because
right.
these people automatically know you because...
Everything's political. Everything becomes political even when it's not supposed to be political. So, are we gonna wrap this one up?
Oh, yeah, I'm just...
Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants here on Clownfish TV. This has been Neon and Geeky.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.